Hey guys, welcome to another video. Uh, in the last video of JavaScript course, we learned about let, var, const. As I can say, we learned variables completely. And I hope you guys watch that video very carefully. And from now, we are going to learn some data types like numbers, strings, booleans, and objects. But in this video, we are gonna learn strings. And the way we can understand that what is a string is a text that are between two quotations. Like here, we have a text and fill with hey guys. So there are some objects, there are some functions and that we use for example, we want to do something with strings. And for example, one of the functions are length. Okay, that's okay. And length is used for example, we want to see how many character one text has. And for example, we are gonna create one variable and we're gonna put in this text, and when we want to give a function to something, for example here, we put dot in front of it, txt dot length. Okay, well, actually this is not a very function, and that's just some property. And if you want to see how many length it has, clg, okay, like console.log, and we put in this length. Okay, we're gonna see it has 8 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 character it has. Actually, JavaScript counts the spaces to, like you can see here. You see, it has now 7 characters. But anyway, it as you understand now, it counts the spaces too. The another object, another function that we have, another property we have is index of. For example, to find, and when we want to find one word of one text, and we want to see which part, which position it is. Okay, now we are going to say let index of, and we put txt dot index of. Okay, and now you see in here it always shows us what arguments that this function will get. This function will get one string, and any function that you guys don't know what is this, in the after you put the parentheses after the function, all of the descriptions of that function will show here. For example, here say the substring to string, for in the string returns the position of the first occurrence of the substring. Okay, for example, we want to see where is s, and we see it's in the okay, it's not gonna show here. Index of, you see it's 7. You guys ask yourself, okay, s is the last part, but here it doesn't, here even counts the space. Okay, you said in the last time when we count length it shows 8, but here it shows 7. Okay, in the sum function, actually in the most functions, JavaScript starts number from 0, not from 1. And here we can say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay? In most of the functions, the JavaScript count from 0, not 1. That's the point that you guys need to understand. There's something else that I want you guys to understand is include. Include is like index of, but it's only show with true and false. It returns boolean. For example, if you want to see, does this text have, for example, U, S, or H, or whatever you want. We're gonna see in the txt that includes, I think it's correct, and we are gonna add, for example, Y, and here we are gonna say include. Okay, yeah, it has Y, and I want to show you guys something else. You see, you can add, for example, two words, for example, even a complete word, not character. You can see a complete character here too. Okay, for example, if, for example, no, we have H. Okay, here we don't have O, and it returns false. Okay, the difference between index of and include is in this. But here, if you guys ask yourself, okay, what if in the index of you don't have that character or word, what it returns? Okay, in that position, and the console.log returns -1. You see, index of, you see it's 7, but st we don't have it, and it returns -1, and like this, easy peasy. There's something else. Okay, the next part we're going to, for example, say how to capital our text. The function for that, to capital our text to uppercase, actually not capital, full word, it will uppercase it. Let uppercase txt dot to uppercase. Okay, it convert all alphabet character into a string to uppercase. See, it will, all of them will be uppercase, and actually I don't want to test other one. Actually, if we have uppercase, it means we have lowercase too. We just write here to lowercase, for example. Let's see, all of them is now lowercase, but we don't want to write both of them again. The most important thing, actually, the most thing that we are gonna use in the JavaScript strings is, for example, index1, length, and include, and a split. The things that I'm gonna teach you guys here. These things that I just tell you guys here are most used in the strings. Actually, there's a bunch of lots of functions that I can teach you, for example, for 2 or 3 or 4 videos, but it's not gonna use, you're not gonna use it. For example, here, let uppercase, where you're not gonna use it in JavaScript in not a lot of times. You can do it in CSS, in text directions. Okay? But I'm just gonna tell you the most important things here. Okay, the next one is a split, that actually I really enjoy working with it and gives me feel power. Is a split. For example, here txt.split. You see, it returns all of the text in object. And what I'm gonna tell you what's object. It's only have one item in this object, in this box. We only have one item. Actually, as I told you in the first, the JavaScript starts from 0. It means the first one is its length is 1. The length starts with 1, but when we want to count it, it starts with 0. Anyway, okay, you guys ask yourself, okay, why we want to put a text in the object? It's here. For example, here you have a virgule, comma here. If you have a comma here, you see, hey, comma, guys. Okay, for example, you have a bunch of these and you want to split each other. Okay, you only put a quotation here and what you want to split. You see, it's have hey in first position and guys in second position. Okay, and when you want to split by the rows, by the characters, you don't have to write something. You only write here, and you see it has 8 characters. So the another way to find out what's the length of a word and length of a text is a split. Okay. Another thing is concat. For example, I'm gonna put here let introduction, and I'm gonna put I am Nima. Okay, when you want to add and concat and 2 texts with each other, there are 2 ways. And the first way is let add, and you just say txt plus introduction, and we're gonna see it here. Actually, okay, I'm gonna put this because I want a space between them. Add and see, hey guys, I'm Nima. Actually, now we have a space. We need to a space here too. Okay, that's a way, but it's not a for this part. It's not a good way. Actually, it's a good way, but for lecturing classic way, it's you need to use something like name concat. Let concat and txt dot concat introduction, and we are gonna see it in console concat. See, you have this here. Very easy. Actually, hey guys, I am Nima. But most of the times, actually, I use this too because you can very easy space between them. Actually, I don't remember how to space here because I don't use it. I think I use this maybe. No. Actually, I don't remember it right now. That's a practice for you guys. Go and search it and see what's it. Actually, I'm not Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg here. The best way to be a programmer is go to Stack Overflow and in these sites to, for example, research, and the best way to understand. Okay, another thing that you guys really need to learn is a slice. For example, you have a bunch of text, or for example, most of the times it's used in, for example, objects. But here, for example, I have okay, let slice, and I have txt dot slice. Okay. For example, imagine that I'm not here. What should you do to understand what is the slice is? For in that case, you just put some 2 parentheses here and say here slice. Get 2 arguments start, and that argument is a number and end with a number. And the index of the beginning of the specified partition of a string object returns the section of that string. Okay, I think you guys understand it. You just choose which part you want. Okay, for example, I want only guys. Okay, I see 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, start with 4, but from continuing, for example, what should I write? For example, slice, and 5 and 6 and okay, you see I have guys right now. Actually slice the end part start, for example, with 1. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The start will begin with 0 if you want to count, but this end argument with start with 1. I hope I could tell you very good. Okay, I think that's enough for strings. Just for conclusion, as we used to, I'm gonna tell what are these are again. The length is the, for example, you want to see how many alphabets and character that text has. Index of will tell you that which position that alphabet is, and if and start with 0, that number, and that if that doesn't exist, will return, for example, 0. Okay, and unnecessarily it won't return 0, it will return -1. Include is really like index of, but it only returns true and false. Actually, most of the times we use include. The uppercase, actually it's obvious by the name. The split is return and will change the text to the object and will divide each by the argument that you sent. The add is, for example, adding to the concat. Actually will add 2 texts or how many texts that you want, and the slice, you will choose which parts you want. Okay, I think it's done for today. Hope you guys enjoy it. Actually, I want to say try something. I think I know something too. I put st here and index of. Actually not st, only s and s. Okay, here we have 2s, but we won't understand which s is. For giving it, for saying it, I only need to say nothing. Okay. It only find that one parameter of that. Okay, I hope you guys understand it. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I could share most of the things that I knew about strings to you guys. Actually, there are a bunch of other things like substring that is really like a slice. Actually, that's not really useful. We most of the times use a slice. But if you guys want to know about a bunch of more about strings, you only need to come here, for example, side strings in JavaScript. Here, developer Mozilla and JavaScript W3 schools. Here, the best, actually, developer.mozilla is our Bible of JavaScript. It will say everything you need to know. And actually, that's a bunch of things. For example, here we are type of. Actually, I think I told you in the last episode that what type of is. For example, you see type of txt, it will show us is it a string. Okay, like actually there are a bunch of things that if you want to know, you come and check here. That's a lot actually. Or if you want to only know a little, you can come here. Length, caret, concat, includes, index of, replace. For example, we go to and see what to replace. Okay, for example, here str we only say it. You see, we are gonna do it very easily. For example, let replace. What happens? Oh my god. Let's replace, and I'm gonna say txt that replace and you see here the search value, what value you want to change. I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna say hey. I want to change hey to hello. I want to do this, and then as always, okay, it's done. Hello guys, it's replaced. Actually, that's a good function that I forgot to tell. It's good to come and see here. You have search, slice, split, substring that I told you, to lowercase, to local lowercase, to string to uppercase. It's a bunch of things. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just wait for another video, and wait. In this course we're gonna do a bunch of good things like creating a website, creating a movie site, creating a game like rock, paper and scissors and the snake game and whatever you guys want. And you guys gonna give me some comments, and I'm gonna do whatever you guys want to give me some project ideas to do for you guys in some videos. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'd be glad to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Have a good day. Enjoy.